Summer dream, summer dream. Hey guys, welcome back. We'll be reviewing the not concept challenge, the position challenge and the elimination. Sorry for us taking a moment for ourselves. We had some real life situations, but we're back with a vengeance and we're gonna make this an amazing episode for you guys. Aneesa has her top nine. You guys know I'm ran all the way featuring Rinka. So, before you share your top nine,
Mhm.
what were your thoughts on the stages?
Oh yeah. Okay, the stages were I really enjoyed the stages. I like the way that they split the teams up.
Yeah.
And also the whole process of like how they chose the parts. I'm just like it's just I think in Chuang in general, just the way that they choose the parts and positions, I feel like is more fair compared to some Mnet shows.
What I will say is I like that we actually got, I think the singing stages, they were actually singing. So that was kind of
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
I
yeah,
was like, oh, cool. They're like their lips match their voice and their breathing, and I can hear it on the mic.
yeah,
Great. Because I'm like, if y'all just not gonna sing, then what's the point? If
yeah.
that's the case, sign me up. Well, no, I need to not be on Chuang. I need to be on what's the show that makes the nine? What's that other
Idol
show?
school.
No, no, no. That show
Oh,
I do need to be
oh,
on.
youth with you, youth with you.
Yes, because
Yeah,
none of those girls could sing. Not a single one.
that's for me too.
Well, go ahead and share your nine.
So here's my current top nine. Unfortunately, Akina actually got eliminated this
She
time,
did.
so she's
Mhm.
no longer my one pick. I'm so sad. Wonka is my one pick now.
Uh,
So she's number one. Number two is Ran. Three is Yean. Four, Xueyao, who's the new person I added. I really like the stage, and we'll get into it later, but I like the
yeah.
stage and I like her story now. So after Akina got kicked out, I added her in. So besides that, it's pretty much the same as my other top nine too. It's five is Ilene, six Duna, seven Tegan, eight Pailu, nine Rinka. Probably like I think they're gonna have us voting for nine until
Like the
the
next cut.
end,
Yeah.
like until the finale. So, and right now I've been voting for these nine people, but I'm thinking like if they still have us nine picking to the finale, I might switch the way I vote and only
Mm.
vote for probably my top three or top four.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I
Question
do
for
like
you.
five to nine, but
Yeah.
it's sometimes you have to play the game, you know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So, what do you feel about like their situation with Duna? Like, oh, she's not gonna be able to do whatever they were doing. I'm like, hmm,
Yeah,
interesting.
so yeah, during the elimination episode, and they were saying that she is just not there for personal reasons. And then also the practice video, they're like, she didn't film it for personal reasons. And I'm like, what's
Is
the
she
personal
is
reason?
she just going back to Korea?
Yeah.
They're like, we didn't expect her to actually like y'all liking her. We just wanted y'all to know that she was in a group.
Yeah, it's
But I
kind of
saw that happening. Like I saw, like I'm like, oh, she's the only one left. She's probably gonna make it.
But yeah, I do feel like she would make it. But I think that the best thing for her, if she really would rather go back to her group and not debut in this, she should just go all the way to the third round and then just drop
Yes.
out at the finale. Because that's what those three Korean boys did in Produce 101 Japan the first season. Like they
Hmm.
made it to the finale and then they dropped out, like after the elimination episode for the finale or something.
Yeah. I don't know. Like make it to yeah, make it to the finale.
Hmm.
Hello, baby, shake it, baby, and then just tell the producers give my spot to someone else,
Hmm.
and that's it.
Yep. Yeah,
I'm
but
happy Tegan's
definitely.
still here.
Me too. I'm kind of shocked because I thought she might have left
Oh, same.
at this elimination, but she's still here, so I'm like, okay,
And they
I'm
made
still
her
voting for her.
struggle. They're like, you vocal,
She
singing and
wanted to
singing,
try something different, so
singing with that ukulele.
yeah. Definitely Wonka, Ran, Yean, definitely
Yep.
my top three. Like I absolutely need them in the group. And that elimination episode when it was like Ran and Wonka next to each other, I was like, this
Mhm.
feels good. That's what I need in the finale. But
Hopefully they
anyways,
don't produce 48 it and be like
no.
Young and Sakura,
Oh my God.
Miho, and it's just like, this feels great. Traumatized me. I'm like, mm-mm. And then you throw in Shanna.
You could,
So let's go into the performances, right?
yeah. The first stage is
I feel like I'm gonna be a hater. I didn't enjoy it.
damn. Let me start. So the first stage is the dance performance, Do You. The members are Emma, who's the center, Wonka, Yiyu, who's the MVP, Panda, and Ansang. Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like the choreography wasn't connecting.
I think I know what you mean because, like, personally, I felt like it's not that the choreography is bad, but I felt like the song is the same way the whole way through.
Yes.
And then the
Yes.
choreography was also
It's just,
like kind of the same way. So it just felt like I
yes.
enjoyed it, but it did feel like if it's a dance performance, it should have like, you know what I mean?
Ebbs
Like,
and flows.
yeah,
It felt like
exactly.
it
But it
just
was like
stayed
very the
there. And then it
same.
didn't feel like I didn't feel like it was evolving or something.
Yeah,
And in
exactly.
some parts felt like, I don't know, stationary a little bit. It didn't feel
Yeah.
like there was a lot of movement.
hmm I think because most of what they did was like the same level too. So even if they're doing
Ah,
like all these hand things, like if you don't add
yes.
like different levels, it also makes it feel pretty straight
Yes.
too.
And you know what? We're talking about Kepler. When they like water out, like they kind of go up and then down and then up
hmm
and then that, and, it's fuck. Sorry, bad on the knees, but screw your knees. But also brings out more levels to the dance, and it made it feel more layered. And I feel like that's what it was. And then like the part where they're like, kind of, I guess, giving the girl in the middle power or something. I don't know. It just felt like they're trying to create something, but it just felt, as you said, like kind of the wave just stayed there. It didn't feel
Yeah.
like, and I don't. I'm not blaming the girls. Maybe they came up with this. I don't know who or what, but it
I
felt
think
like
in Chuang, they're given the choreography, like Mnet shows and like
they
Produce
said
101
figure it
Japan.
out.
Yeah, they tell them you have to choreograph this. But I'm pretty sure on this because if I remember right, in some of the behind the scenes, the girls were like talking to each other and like the choreographer was also saying things to them. So that's why I'm like, oh, you
Mm.
guys don't choreograph this. You guys
Well,
are
that kind of
like,
makes you feel like, okay, you guys had choreographed material this week. I kind of blame the show, I guess.
yeah, yeah.
We're not getting that trip.com advertisement no
We are not getting that sponsorship.
more.
But you know what? I did like the facial expressions of like all the
Yes.
girls. And I think like Xiao
Yes.
Yiyu in the previous stage, her face was
Yes.
also very straight. But I think in this
Hmm.
stage, she improved a lot. Like she's actually using her face to dance too, you
I
know?
think they enjoy the essence of what the song was trying to give, but I
Yeah.
feel the song wasn't a good dancing song.
Mhm.
Like, even though I dislike this song, Bia featuring Nicki Minaj, the I come out the bodega. It's just
Oh,
like
oh,
it's just
yeah.
exactly what I'm talking about. I hate that song. Bia's giving me literally nothing. But when you see the dancers choreograph to her, I'm a gummin the bodega. It's like every single syllable she's saying, they're just popping and doing everything.
Yeah.
And that's a kind of song that you need. And also what bothered me is there was not a lot of either beats or drops or any type of changes in the music,
hmm
no lyrics for them to like kind of like hit the
hmm
syllables with. And I bring up Bia because it's like even though she's dry, she's saying a lot of stuff with that dry to and I go and get a pack of
That's the thing
like
with
you know what I mean?
dancing too. Like if they wanted to do more idol style dancing, which is what
Yes.
they did on this stage, then there
Yes.
should be more lyrics and words and like hitting all the words to it too. But if they
Yes.
wanted to do what dancers do, which is like more musicality, like with the music and the instruments and stuff, then they
Hmm.
I feel like the song was too the same throughout, you know, like even like cheer performances, they have like mixes and like
Yeah.
different sounds and stuff like that. Like something like that, I think they could have
It
used.
was giving me urban hip hop level one beginner class.
Mm,
Even though I would sweat it out, I'll be like, what we're doing, we're giving her energy. But no, but for them and for this type of show, I feel like compared to everyone else, the dance was lacking. And I feel like why choose this song? I don't know. Their licensing is odd.
I don't know.
But I don't blame the girls. I just blame whoever put the stage performance together.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Because
That's exactly how I feel about it too. Because
yeah,
I
I
actually really like the girls. Like when I looked at them, even individually, like the standouts for me, like Wonka and
mhm.
Ansang and Panda, I felt like they were all great. But it's just they worked with what they had. You know what I mean? And
Yes,
they,
yes, yes.
it was like
No,
a
and
good stage, but we needed more for a dance performance. We needed more. If that was like a singing stage and they were
yes,
singing, then I think it would have been okay. But it's like a dance stage, so we needed
right.
like
And
more
considering
waves.
that it was a dance stage, if you're trying to be a dance crew type, if that was the vibe,
Hmm.
that wouldn't have cut it. But
Hmm.
again, they did the best. Like I wasn't even mad at them. I'm just like, this is kind of boring. Why
Yeah.
give us this? But
Yep.
anyway, que sera, sera.
Yeah. Oh, the next stage. Sorry. Sorry.
The next stage, just whip it.
Yeah, the next stage is Whip It. Let me watch now. Sorry. So the next stage is also a dance stage, which is Whip It, with the members Ray as the center. Coco is the MVP, and the other members are Praew, Tegan, and Vita. And yeah, this probably one of my favorite stages. And I remember when they were doing the member selection part,
Mhm,
and I believe Pearl wanted like she wanted some part, and they were like, "Oh, you did that part good, but we see you doing the bridge." And they like kept saying that in the like practice video, and I was like,
mhm.
"What are they talking about?" So once I actually watched the stage and I saw her do the bridge part, I was like, oh, she ate that. And they're right. No one else on the team could have done that part. Only
Mhm.
like that part was made for her. Like every time I see her perform, I'm just like, I can't believe that. I think in episode one, she was saying that people were saying that she's not a good idol. She's not a real idol because she's just a dancer. But I'm just like, no, like
We need
she
that.
knows she knows to like I don't know how to explain it. Like remember that chick in Produce 101 Japan? I think her name was Takushi, and I was always saying like she dances too much in her own style. She doesn't know how to blend
Yes.
properly. I feel like
Yes.
I feel like Pro knows exactly how hard to dance and how far to dance without crossing the line so that she's still an
She
idol
knows
and
when
not
to
a
turn it
dancer.
off and turn it on.
Yeah, exactly. She's
Hmm.
really good, like really good.
Big standout was Tegan for me. I feel like if she just
Really?
had two things, confidence and awareness of her facial expressions, she'd be
Yes.
killer. Because I don't, sure, beginner, whatever, da da da. But she has an aura that is like, oh, I like seeing you do performance. I don't know. She seemed, yeah, she could have done whatever, but as a singer doing dance, like, yeah, I'm buying in. Like I like she's interesting to watch as a performer. I will
Yeah.
give it to her. She has that vibe. Like I could see
Yep.
her on stage doing her thing here in reality. Like, you know what I mean? Like she has that thing. I don't know, the je ne sais quoi.
She definitely was the weakest out of all the girls, but I think the only thing she was missing was just confidence because she
It was
kept up fine. It's
yes.
just her facial and her confidence just needed to be
She
there.
I feel like she kept dropping her facial expressions, and
Yeah.
I don't know why, because I'm like, she turns on when she's singing,
Yeah.
and I think without the singing portion, she didn't have that extra. Like, I feel like we said the same thing with Ayana, where like she needs sing
Yeah.
and dance, and she needs all of it happening at one time for her to best sing.
Exactly.
But also, don't ever let Tegan to rap again. That was flat. It wasn't giving. It wasn't what it
To be
was.
fair, I think they looked at her and they were like, it will be hard for her to do any part. I think she was probably just weak at every part. So at that point, they
Mhm.
were just like, everyone else can just do the part that they want. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, I understand. I feel like she was a definite visual member. I just feel like
Yeah.
she could have killed if she like was warm in the eyes and gave a smile. And I feel like, but again, I think she's more so concerned about I have to hit this part, I have to hit my blocking, I have to make sure.
I
So I
think it's
understand.
also that she's like, oh, this is like a fierce song, so I can't smile. But you can like smile
Give a
with
little
fierce songs,
smirk.
but yeah,
Yeah.
this is just a different type of smile. Like you're not like a cute girl smile, you know what I mean? It's more fierce, like
Hmm.
a cocky smile. No, but I guess
She's
maybe
learning.
someone told her, yeah, she's learning too, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that stage. So between the two stages, Do You won, which personally I
It didn't
thought
make
that
sense
Whip
to me.
It was a little bit better.
Yeah.
But
Because
also,
it
I
had,
think the song was better, so
yes.
it's kind of
I
eh,
feel like the members and Do You had an edge.
yeah,
I think it was just clearly based on that lineup. But
the popularity, yeah.
yeah, that's how I feel. Because I'm like, and off note, the Whip It song sounds like a song that would be on Star from Fox. Those three girls, the little girl group. I could hear them sing that song right now. I'm like, oh, it just felt very now after Empire Star on Fox, and I hear Whip It. Did that. Yeah. Anyway, my little pop culture mind. Yeah, I liked Whip It. I thought it should have won, and I was like, yeah,
Mhm.
only the popular girls are gonna win this game, and I get it. It is what it is. It's
I think it's
we all
also
know.
partially because of the voting system. So
Mm-hmm.
when the audience votes, they don't vote,
Yes,
okay, do you prefer this group or this group? They just vote by
on the
what
members.
member do you think did well, and then I guess the team that has the most votes or like the most average like number or something like
Yeah,
that, they will win, you know?
and again, popular girls will get the votes.
Yeah,
So
they'll get the votes, so then they'll win, you know?
yeah, and I saw them giving fan service like number seven, very good.
Yep.
So it's like, all right, it's the game we're
Gotta do what you gotta
playing.
do.
Yeah, it's just like, in the words of Mastro, I will not go back to the 7-Eleven, and I'm not going back. So they'll fight. Did she really work at 7-Eleven, or did we just make that up?
Apparently she was working at a convenience store. I don't know. I don't know if that where I read that. It honestly that could have been one of those like you know how the fans be lying on Twitter like this is their last
Yes.
chance and their family says you can never be an idol if you don't debut on
Oh,
the
the
show
Urena
and
story. Her family said this is it. She will not be supported. I'm like, y'all lying.
yeah that might have been Mashiro's case. I don't know if that was her case. But
You know
anyways,
whose
that's
story is really
besides the
the who
point.
we know who's the who live whose life is like that's a real story. Suki from Billy, the one that got famous from her facial expressions from Ginga Minga Yo.
What's her story?
She really worked at a Shake Shack. Not Shake
Oh,
Shack. No, she did. She worked at a Shake Shack burger in Japan.
oh wow. But she was
She
in a girl group Magic Hour or something in
she
Japan too.
and how was that paying the bills? She had to do what she had to do. And then she's like, "Look, ring did not hit. I will not be going back to Shake Shack. I'm going to
Oh,
do every facial expression. We're going to get viral. I don't know what we need to do. We need to get uh-uh.
yeah.
I refuse to fling one more burger.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, back to back to Chuang. They were sour at the end of that harmony, but no one else will catch it but me.
You watched the Thai one, right? The Thai song?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
they started to espa out at the end a little bit, but
they
that's all
did.
right.
They did. So the vocal stage for the round two, um, Zulu Paka Tapa Hey, something like that. So this
Kill
group
it.
has the leftover members. So these are pretty much all the girls except for one of them, I forgot which one, who were trying to
Mhm.
get into other songs and they got kicked out. So then they were pretty much forced into this song. And RJing was the center and the MVP, and the other members are Mao Shuling, Acare, Eileen, Jasmine. Yeah, I think those are just the five members.
Arching was nenning out when Nene
Yeah,
sang
she
poem and she was over there in the corner, ooh, and I'm like,
was.
you nened out.
Yeah.
She was, and then they gave her the Daphne Blake heels.
Which heels? Were
Her
those the
boots,
pink
those,
ones?
yes, those all the way up to her knees, the Daphne
Yeah.
Blake. It's giving Scooby Doo movie Daphne
It
Blake
was
energy.
cute.
I liked it, but it also made me. I'm like, why are you the only one in these
And everyone
boots
else
and
wearing
everyone
white
else?
boots.
Yes, I
But
was
I
like,
liked everyone's outfits. Everyone had like something going on. I don't know. Eileen's outfit, she had like three different, like five different patterns and like a little
yeah,
plushy thing. I'm just like, I like this. It's like giving Disney, but that's good
it
for a stage outfit.
it was very Stacy. It was
Yeah.
very Stacy stylist took a break and went to Thailand for a little project energy. It
Yeah.
was given that, but I liked it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess you're fortunate enough because I mean, all the guys were vocalists. You guys could have been sent to the dance team and just struggled it out.
I mean, Eileen is a dancer, so she was struggling, at least in the behind the stage, but I guess she got it
Oh,
together
she
because she
pulled
was
those notes
great.
together
Yeah.
because she pulled those notes together. So
Yeah.
good for her because I didn't know. I was like, you're beautiful and you're singing and you're on key. That's all I could ask. And here RJing is acting like Mariah Carey Christmas time.
Yes.
Just I liked it. I don't have anything negative to say.
Yeah, same. I do want to add that the
Mhm.
stage did feel a little bit unique just because they pulled out the
The
bubbles and
bubble
stuff.
guns.
Yeah, and I was like, is
I
that safe? Because it's gonna make the floor slippery or something, but it was
I
cute.
thought I thought this rather than hire people to do that, let our contestants decorate their own stage. I feel the same way when you go to Disneyland. Why are we going to blow bubbles? We'll make you pay us to give your kids bubble guns, and then your kids will add the magic to
Yeah.
this land.
Yeah.
It's
But it
all
works.
yes. But but it's all I'm like they Disneyland out right there. They said,
Mhm.
"Mommy, I want the bubble gun," and then they blow all the bubbles, and then me as an adult walks around the magic at Disneyland when it's really a parent that paid like $12.95 for a bubble gun for their kid
Yeah.
and nonsense. But I love the stage nonetheless.
Yeah, it was a nice stage. It was really, I think it was a good stage after the two dance stages. You know what I
Yes, it
mean? It's
felt
like
refreshing.
softer and like really refreshing. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was nice. It's nice.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm about to sound like a hater again.
Oh no. So this next stage is a dance stage. I wish my mind would shut up. And the members are Xuanning, who was the MVP and the center, Ninnint, Xueyao, Lu Yuting, and Zhang Shangyi.
How many times did you notice how unsynced they were?
Yeah, it was this. I'll give them a pass because that type of dancing that they did is
It's hard.
very difficult. And then they were
Yes,
also wearing heels. Even if they were like little kitten heels, it's still really hard. So I'm
I
like,
agree. My thing was whoever choreographed this
mm-hmm,
needed to help out with the first stage. Like this stage that I wish my mind would shut up was really ambitious
mm-hmm.
for an idol type of thing.
Yeah, for
I'm
real.
like, they're doing a lot of technical dancing skills that
Yes.
I feel like professional dancers need to be doing, and even they would be like, "Ooh, this is a hard one." Um,
Yeah, they're lucky that there's a lot of girls who wanted to do this because if this
right.
is the song that had the leftover girls, like you just have to
Oh,
change the choreo because
everything.
everything they're doing, that's not something that you can just train someone to do in a week. Absolutely not.
You have to be able to be super flexible, have to be able to do the split lady. I mean, it was just
Yeah.
the being able to kick your foot to your head. I'm like, good
Yeah.
gravy. But I bring up not to be a hater, but I'm just like, wow, they're really not in sync. Like the centers are here, everyone else is there. I'm like, are we trying to do Ripple on purpose? I feel like if they have a choreographer, that he or she should have been like, okay, can we clean this up or let's change this or something. Still have those key points. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm critiquing the choreographer more than the girls. I'm just like,
No, they
you know,
definitely, this dance is not a basic routine.
no,
Like they needed more practice. But the other thing too is that I also think that this team just didn't have synergy. And I'm
no.
only saying that off of the behind the scenes because Lu Yuting, who's getting a lot of hate for other reasons, she
Mm,
was like really aggressively fighting for her part pretty much, and she was like, I'm not going to give this part up. And then eventually like she just did rock paper scissors with one of the other members, and then the other member was like crying saying like, oh okay, I guess I just lost that part. So I'm just like, oh gosh, like that whole scene was so awkward. And I was just thinking that if Mnet had rights to this show, that editing would have been so much more dramatic because sometimes okay, you can't judge everything by what you see, but I
no.
feel like just by looking at those girls' faces, you can tell that they just don't,
Tense.
yeah, there's tension there, you know?
I have a hot take.
Yeah.
The center shouldn't have been the center.
I agree. I think she was okay as center, but personally, my standout was Xueyao. Like my eyes were always drawn to her, and I feel like the concept with like the ballerina and the I forgot what you call those little things, but you know
Like
what I'm talking about, right?
the little toys,
Yeah,
the
those little
wind up
toy trink.
dolls.
Yeah, exactly. The wind-up doll. I felt like Xueyao like bodied that concept. So
There's
I would
too
have
many
had her
girls
be
in the
center.
back that were technically better dancers that were beautiful to watch.
Yeah.
Again, this is not an idol type of I I didn't feel like this was an idol type thing. It felt like I was watching So You Think You Can Dance or something. I mean, I don't know. Not to
Yeah.
that level, but just seems like it was going there.
Yeah.
And one girl kind of broke her back and kind of jellyfished.
Ooh.
And I'm like, and then the center was stiff.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this isn't about who's the most pop. In my mind, I want to put on the best stage.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but it's also about who gets the most voices. It's a popularity contest. But if it was about the stage, Miss Jellyfish, No Spine, Betty Spaghetti, I would want her in the
Yeah.
middle because she said,
Do you
I
remember
wish
who
my
that
mind was.
was?
Let me watch again. Because
Yeah, they're wearing their name tags too.
hold on.
So
I might be silent for a hot second, but I'm gonna find it. Yeah, she killed that shit. Um, I can't see her name
who
tag right
was it?
here, but if you
What's the
go
timestamp?
at 1 minute and 6 seconds, and she's to the left of the center.
Right,
She's
left
like
of the center?
she
Yes,
like
that's the one that I was saying, Shui Yao,
oh
that she was the standout to me, and I
yeah,
would have made her
she
center.
jellyfished out. She said, "I have no spine." I said,
Oh yeah.
"Ooh."
Yeah,
I
like
was like,
this was her song, I feel
I'm
like.
like, you are such a good dancer, such a
Yeah.
good
That's
technical
why she's
dancer.
in my top nine now, this
She,
stage.
she like no has so much body awareness that it's just like to know how to make your body and like every
Hmm.
vertebrae in her back was like elevating and going in this wavy motion and the center was stiff and I get it like you have to do this type of thing to know how to do that and I don't dancers don't really like there's some songs but
Hmm.
you practice it for 6 months and then you kind of get it but like to pick it up in like what 3 weeks 2 weeks however long they have to do it she lived this song
Yep. Yep.
but again, she's probably trained and been dancing for years and blah blah
Yeah.
blah blah. So who she lived it because she's lived this song.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's all I had to say. I'm like she should have been centered because she was just better.
Yeah. So between the two teams, the vocal team and the dance team, the winner
Unfair.
was the vocal team, which is Zulu Pakatapahe.
It's a dance versus a vocal. This is giving me Girls Planet. It didn't even
It
need to
it
be
is,
compared.
but I will say that in this case, I do think it makes sense the vocal team won because they were
Yeah,
cohesive and coordinated. Even
yeah.
though the dance team, they had like,
The technically harder stage to pull
yeah,
off.
even though it was harder, like you still have to make it, I don't know,
What it
like you still have to
is.
look cohesive, which
Right.
personally, I don't think they pulled that off well.
Oh God, no.
Like they
And
had good
then
parts, and you could see that the dance is very difficult and they did the
mhm,
concept well, but I just feel
yeah.
like overall they weren't really together, which
And
is
then
important in a group.
once they pulled out the magic of Disney bubble guns, it was over.
Oh yeah.
It
Yep.
was
Yeah.
it's a scam. Don't buy your kids the bubble guns.
Yeah.
I have hot takes.
You always have hot takes. So the first stage, or sorry, not the first stage, this vocal stage is You Are Beautiful, and the members are Yean, who is the MVP and the center, Jaoying, Liliana Lee, Ming Ming, and Duna. And what is your
Which
hot take?
Yin with Ming Ming because her voice would fit the song better, and I'm tired of these. I mean, Yin was good. Nothing against her. She was
Hold on, I can't hear you.
great.
You might have to
Ooh,
speak up a little bit or move your mic, maybe.
I'm sorry. Am I back?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll repeat myself. Ming Ming should have been the person singing majority of the song, in my opinion. I think her voice fit it better. And I felt like Yin was pitchy at some points. And I was kind of over her pitchiness. I get why she was chosen to be the center and the main vocal because K-pop loves a soprano with that airy voice.
Mm-hmm.
I hear it all the time, all the time, all the time. And I just feel like for a ballad, I think a voice that was a little bit more grounded would fit the song better.
Yeah, I can see that. I also liked Ming Ming's voice. And like I think her singing just surprised me, especially she practiced that like higher note with Krista. But
Yes.
I will also say that I think Ming Ming partially sounds good because she has few lines, so she had time to perfect those lines. You
Those
know what I
lines. Oh,
mean?
I
So
see.
I do think that if she was given a bigger role, then her
She might not
weaknesses
have
would
would have
stand
shown.
out more.
I
Yeah.
see. But it doesn't take away from the fact that Yin was pitchy at some point. And
Yeah,
then
and
was
the other thing about her too, I like her voice and I love this
yes.
song, but and also I don't speak Korean and I don't speak Thai, but I swear she was singing this song in like a Thai accent or something because she's like
Oh,
rolling
they
her
all were giving it
R's and
something. The
yeah,
Chinese girl who the one that starts with a J, she was
yeah,
singing that song in cursive. I loved it. I was like, you're
yeah.
pronouncing things so hard.
I
And I
like
also,
this because
yeah,
if it was
I feel,
Mnet, they would be like, "Oh, you need to work on your pronunciation like all the time." Like, no, I liked Yin Ra, whatever she was doing. Like
and
every
I
time, it's like,
also felt like some of these girls were living their fantasy singing this little Korean song. I felt it. I'm like, y'all feeling y'all
"Oh
just.
yes," Ming Ming was crying. You see, like she had
That's a,
tears running
I
down.
said, y'all are feeling y'all just. Y'all think that this is a beat, this is an OST. Y'all thinking it's gonna be playing when someone dies.
Mm-hmm.
This is the king is no longer with us. And then he's ah, this is gonna be that song. Duna was living every time Duna opened up her mouth, they started clapping. Did you notice that?
No, I
Like
didn't.
the like, or it was a part like the almost a crescendo of the song, and Duna stood up out of her seat and they're like, "Yes, oh yes." Like, what? What? Huh? They're like, "Oh, she's saving us." Oh, great. But over and then Lilia, is that her name, right?
Liliana.
Liliana. I liked her deep voice for this song.
Same,
I
same.
like, and I'm like, you are giving dead in the eyes a little bit. Like, we know this isn't your gig, but thank you for doing this for us.
Yeah, even in the behind the scenes, they kept telling her like, "We don't feel any emotion from you," and I'm just like, she's gonna get on the stage and still not give any emotion, but it's okay because her voice is great.
She hasn't missed in terms of her vocals
Yeah,
yet. Sh- I mean, how old is she? She's still a kid, right?
I think she's like 16 or 17.
Yeah, I mean, her parents just need to tell her, honey, you could have been more congenial. You could have been a little bit more personable. Some her mom is gonna be like, we're gonna go to that cafe and talk about things because I want you to succeed. Like she's giving me Billie Eilish, but like Billie Eilish before like her understanding. Like in my fantasy, Billie
Yeah.
Eilish was like an angsty teen, and then someone said, "You have a gift, but you need to be able to connect with people." Like
Hmm.
Liliana just needs to know that it's okay for people to like you. Like
Yeah.
not saying like you, but saying like it's okay to like connect with your audience, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because dang man, her voice is good. It was like little surprises here and there. Her and
Yeah.
Ming Ming stood out for me, and then Duna was good, but then it like everyone was like, "Oh, finally she stood up, man! I gotta clap for that girl." I was like, "What? She hasn't even her mic isn't even near her mouth yet."
I think the vocal ranges they had in this song were it was pretty good. Like it was a good range of
It was a
different
good blend.
types.
And
Yeah,
and then they
yeah.
had what was Zhao's, what's her name? The one with the
Jaoying.
J. Jaoying singing in Korean cursive. She
Hmm.
was like, it was very hard pronunciation. And I'm like, Chinese pretty much leans very easily into Korean. So I don't know why you're that's really hitting it hard. But also not even gonna blame her because she's feeling her fantasy right now. She's like, I got the Korean
Hmm.
song. I've been practicing. No machincha. I got this.
Yep. Yeah.
Why did I slip in the lines from Brand's song?
Yeah. That stage, it was nice.
Mm-hmm. No
Probably one of my
magenta.
favorite vocal stages, I think. I don't know. I really liked all the vocal stages, so
It
whatever.
was good, but Fantasyland, Disneyland, water balloons kind of edged it out a little bit.
It's not that I think it's just that I prefer the voices and vocals
Ah,
and this
okay, I
stage
understand.
more. Yeah,
Then the
like
other.
yeah, you know. Like I
Like,
probably
yeah.
would like that song and vocals more if I switched some of the vocalists, but I just think the voice mix in this song was just a little bit more pleasing to my ears, you
If I
know?
switched out Jaoying for someone that wasn't singing in that hard cursive, then that would be great. I appreciate it, but also like if I were to listen to it again, I'm like, all right, take the one that's like over here, Made Bois. I'm like, all right, switch her out, get someone else in for a hot second. But no, it was enjoyable. It was fun.
Yeah. All right. So,
Hmm.
this vocal stage, Love Me Like You Do, with the members Krista and Krista was the center
Yeah.
and Rinka, Mamsu, and Lisa, who was the MVP.
Hmm.
Yeah,
What do you
so
think?
I like the stage, and there's some parts that I didn't like. So,
Hmm.
first of all, for Rinka, I was like pleasantly surprised by her voice. Like her very first line was nice. And I
Hmm.
feel like when she first started singing, she sung at like a lower register. And then as the song
Yes.
was progressing, she kept getting higher and higher. And
Yes, not
like
her
as she
game.
was getting higher, I was like, I don't like that. I wish she would like
Stay in that
keep,
space.
yeah, stay where she had started because that
Yeah.
voice that she sang, like one of her first lines was so good. And then she kept singing higher. And I was like, oh, I don't
Can I
like that.
share something?
Yeah.
Rinka needs to be in K-pop.
Yeah, yes, because yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
okay, we're on the same
that's
page. Rinka needs to be in K-pop,
yeah.
but she needs to be in a top four girl group. Like any, she does not deserve Rinka. Like Nugu, don't waste her. Hot take: SM should talk to Avex and trade some girl. I don't know. She's giving Sakura down, but Sakura that's stable. Sorry, I love Sakura, but like if think of Rinka in the bridge of those K-pop songs.
I think that yeah, she it wouldn't be SM because SM likes people who
All right,
are
unknown. We are,
yeah,
yeah, I
unknown,
get it.
except for some like Chinese celebrities.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, it's something about her. It's like, man, you have a quality that's very K-pop to me. Like,
I also think it's her facials. Her expressions are just very I don't know, there's something about her, like her face is just interesting.
yeah,
Yeah.
she definitely elevated since Girls Planet. She needs to be in K-pop.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't debut her with Hikaru and them girls or and Kina. Do, but don't I don't want her to not have the opportunity. But honestly, she
Hmm.
needs to be a K-pop idol,
Yeah.
specifically in K-pop. That's my opinion of her.
Yeah.
Now let's get on to Krista. Um, she did great, and I loved what she was doing. I loved her confidence. This is just me as a native English speaker. If she just pronounced those words a little bit cleanly or cleaner,
Oh.
I would have been like, "Oh, great." But also understanding that she speaks multiple languages and she's smarter than me, um,
Yeah, I was gonna
I'm
say
giving her a
I
pass.
think she speaks English well enough, but so like the way that she was singing was probably more of a stylistic choice. I
Oh,
don't
was
know.
it? Because I'm like, why are
It
you slurring
might
your
have
words?
been. I'm just it's only because I feel like ever since Ariana Grande started slurring her words when she sings, I feel like a lot of people are starting to like more people are starting to pick up on that style of
But
singing. You
Ariana
know what I
has more
mean?
control over the English language.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah.
she's gonna know where to slur and where to not slur.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll give her a pass. I just wish I because I feel like she sung English before and it sounded fine. And I'm like, why is
Yeah.
this sounding weird? That's I'm like,
Yeah.
is this a choice? Like as you said, Monk Su's reminded me of Rose from Sisters Who Makes Waves.
Yeah. Oh yes, I can see. Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, your voice is so unique. I don't know what's how we're gonna package this,
It's
but keep
not just her voice too. I also feel like it's the way that she sings on stage. She's very much like, I'm doing my own thing, and yes, I'm
and
in this group now, but this is my part. This is how I sing. You know what I mean?
she's only toned it down once.
Yeah.
And after that she's like, all right, no more.
Well, to be fair, in this stage, I think she did tone down a lot, but that's just only off of the practice videos. She wanted
Oh,
to
I
do like
see. Her
Originally,
own
she wanted
thing.
to do, yeah, she wanted to do a lot of ad libs, and it was giving. I think it's Savage how the aespa members are like fighting each other with the
Yes.
ad libs at the end of Savage.
Hmm.
It was giving that, and I'm glad they cut all that out the song, and they gave her one little
With
note,
the
and they were like, "That's good."
because I'm like, girl, I mean, it's it's not that. I can't I don't I like are you dropping a solo album? What's
Yeah,
happening?
yeah,
uh Rinka, back to you, girl. You're just giving me such a Sakura quality.
she
It's
is.
like even if it's not good, you're still going to make me feel like it's great.
She's very
That's
much an idol, an idol.
yes.
I just
Yes.
feel like there's something different about Wanyang and Sakura. I feel like they are like authentically idols. Something about them is very much like you are an idol, you know? And
Yes.
Rinka is like in that territory,
She's
you
like,
know?
yeah, you see what I'm seeing? I'm like,
Yeah.
man, and if no one's giving it to me like her right now,
Mhm.
like she needs to be in K-pop. That's all I gotta say. J-pop,
Yeah.
fine if that's what you guys want to do. Okay, but
Yeah.
honestly, she's giving K-pop.
Yeah.
She would be a great like center bias record visual something. Just with a twinge more training, just to keep it stable with the vocals. She's
Yeah.
almost there. She's almost there because she
Honestly, her
wowed
vocals
me.
are already K-pop ready.
Yes, but I'm just saying, just a little polish,
Hmm.
like that low register is something so unique,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you don't expect every time she sings. I'm like, huh,
Yeah.
huh. It's
Yeah.
never expected. I'm expecting her to be crunch.
Yes.
And she's not crunch, and it always
Exactly.
catches me off guard. Who else was in this group again? We talked about
Just
three of them.
Lissa,
Oh
who
yeah, she never missed. Yeah, she was great.
yeah. Oh, she
Yeah, I
was
mean, I
so,
have
her
nothing else to say
voice
about
was
her.
so good.
Yeah, she
Only
knew
thing I
what she was
have to
doing.
add is I feel like she kind of like tied the group together really well.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that
Mm-hmm.
she got MVP,
Right.
you know, because I did kind of feel like Mamsu, Krista, Rinka, they were all like in their own worlds, you know, singing their own songs. So I feel like Lissa had the right lines and delivered the lines really well in a way that tied everyone together, you know?
Momsu was giving me, I'm at the park. This is my, you know, those park concerts where everyone bring the lawn chairs and it's always those
Yes.
really intriguing artists that's like, wow, your voice is so unique. I'm never gonna hear this anywhere else. It's like indie
Yeah.
artists. Krista was in she was in Coachella or something. She was singing to the crowd.
Mhm.
Rinka, I'm like, girl, when we about to break out easy? It's giving me catch me. I'm like, you're giving me Sakura down. I don't know if it's the blonde, the facial expressions. Girl, you ready to go to the Seraphim? This it's already you're packaged and ready to go.
Mhm.
And then Lisa was singing the song.
Yeah. Yes.
that's,
Yes.
that's that's where I was at. It was just like
Yeah.
indie park concert. I'm seeing Rinka. I'm like, so next stage is gonna be me. Da, 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 da. Sorry, I should have sung that into the microphone, but I'm like, she's gonna sing smart after this, and
Mhm.
she'll be in the tropical outfit.
Yeah.
Where's I'm just you're it's just giving me like hype girl group. She should have been on Are You Next? God damn it. Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
too
Oh
late.
well, yeah.
But no, Lisa was great. I mean,
Hmm.
honestly, I can't even argue her being like the MVP because she did tie the group together. She gave it some sense of harmony.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Hmm.
But
And
none
the
of the other girls are bad either. But
yeah, they weren't bad, but she was
she
definitely like
just
the
the
MVP.
glue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So between the two teams, You Were Beautiful and Love Me Like You Do, the winning team was Love Me Like You Do.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I can see that it would be close, but I do think Love Me Like You Do was just more.
If Love Me Like You Do esped out at the end, then
Oh yeah, no. If they had kept all that ad lib nonsense that
they'll be
Mamsu and
tied.
Krista fighting each other, yeah, no.
They'll be tied.
Yeah, but yeah, luckily they fixed all that. So
Should have had a little bit of that in another group.
yes. All right, the last two stages.
No Machincha.
Hold on, let
It's
me.
Ruan and friends.
Yeah, finally. Damn, where is it? Okay, sorry.
No
What's
Machincha.
going on?
Chincha.
Oh, ouch. YouTube
I
was
can't wait to
loud.
see Rinka debut in like some Starship group or
Hikaru's
something.
group when she because
Girl,
they
does
ain't
she
gonna add
fit
her to
that group?
XG. Just depends. I feel like if they're going for another Kepler concept,
Oh God, it's gonna be Karu, Rinka, Akina, and some other girls.
Akina, I don't know if she would be down for that, and I don't know if. Anyways, that's
It
besides the point.
that I
But
mean, it's either that or go and be independent.
yeah,
Your girl's living.
yes. All right, the next stage was the dance stage. Ain't my fault. The center was Akina. The MVP was Yui, and the other members are Didi, Pailu, and Cha Cha. And I'm biased and I'm salty because Akina's the center, and to me, she was the MVP. Between Akina and Pailu, they stood out the most to me, and I think it's because of their
Hmm.
facials. And I'm fully convinced that the reason why neither of them got MVP is because right before the voting, the judges had like a little dance battle, and Yui was the only one out of all the members as a part of the dance battle right before the voting. So then the voting went through, and then she got MVP, and I'm just like, I'm pretty sure it's because of what
Of that
happened.
dance battle, yeah.
Exactly, because Ain't My Fault performed, and then Zigzag performed, and then they voted on their favorite member, which they did the dance battle like right before the votes
So they're
after.
fresh.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just like, that wasn't fair. You should have done that. Like, they usually do those things like
After,
after the voting, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
I'm just
voting
like,
bias.
whatever. Yeah.
Akina took my note. I was like, if you just got rid of that red hair and changed it up, and I was like, you did this, and now you're gone.
Yeah, now
And
she's
she was loving that
gone.
little cop
Yeah,
part.
she
She was,
was.
she was,
Yeah.
she
She
was in
was
her
eating that
bag.
part up. Yeah.
And I like how Palu, is very intriguing. A lot of like Thai people when they speak English, whatever accent goes away. They're just like standard English. But she had a little razzle dazzle, and I was like, I kind of like it. It
Yeah.
kind of gave it a little something. I don't know. I don't know. It just kind of gave it a little extra spice. I don't know,
Hmm.
because everyone else sounded pretty clear, and then she had her part, and I'm like, oh, there's something extra here. I
Hmm.
don't know if you felt the same, but I thought that was a nice extra little.
I already felt that way with her dancing, so I don't really
She
remember the.
finally showed up for me
Yeah.
because I was like, all right, everyone's hyping her up. Where is it? But she showed up, so I can't even be mad because she is living on stage.
Yeah,
And
I
also
think.
got rid of her hair color and went to a darker color, and I liked that.
Oh yeah, she did.
I
Yeah, the
noticed these
darker color
things.
suits her. It suits both her and Akina. It suits
I,
them better.
I was like, get rid of this auntie red.
Yeah.
Let's
Well,
just do
I
something
liked
else.
Akina's red hair when she had the long extensions. Well, actually,
Oh,
that
I
might have
see.
been her hair. I don't remember if it was extensions or her real hair and then she cut it, but her hair was longer at one point with the red hair and it was
Mm-hmm.
cute. I didn't really care for it when it was cut short, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
It didn't do much for her.
Yeah, the black looked really nice.
Yeah, she looked good.
Yeah.
She was up here, clack, 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 clack,
Yeah.
clack,
I mean, I
clack.
guess she was like, this might be my last stage, so I gotta hit that. So
Bum, bum,
sad that
bum,
she's
bum, bum.
gone. Yeah. I mean, everyone did well, but I just feel like those two in particular, like,
They
were
were
it was great
living.
for this concept. Yeah.
Yeah.
The other girls were like, I felt like were more cute. And I think Yui is like more of a fiercer dancer, but I don't know, she still gives cute energy, you know? And that's how I
Mm-mm.
felt about Didi and Cha-Cha too. Like they were like more cute. So that's why I feel like Akina and Pailu were the main.
The holding the glue,
Exactly.
unifying it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh,
I
it's
mean,
Mama
I'm
Chin
biased
Chat
because
time.
both of them are in my top nine too. So
Uh-huh.
actually, it's funny because there was a comment that we got the other day, and someone was, I forgot what she was asking us, but she wanted us to like review something. And then I was like, oh, if you want us to do that, I'm sorry, but it's going to be extremely biased. And then she was like, that's the point. I'm just
What were
like,
they asking?
I, I think it was to review like, who do you think should have survived eliminations on like every show or something like that? I
Oh,
forgot
that's so
exactly
that's
what
so
it was.
that's so charged.
Yes, but I'm just like, if you ask me and Robbie that, like, we're gonna be extremely biased, and she was like, "That's the point. We want to hear your opinion." So respect to that person.
But
Respect, but it's true.
hope they didn't say Girls Planet because that's just gonna
No,
re-trigger
I
us.
think it was just survival shows in general, like going through all of them,
Oh, like from this season to this season to this season to this.
Yeah, yeah.
Man,
But
we
I
get
have
to
to double
argue.
check. I have to
We
double
have to
check.
go to argue next. I'm like, okay, now this
Oh,
happened,
that's
and
all
this shouldn't
you.
have happened, and then what happened was,
That's all you if it's Are You Next?
they're gonna be so mad because then the whole lineup's not gonna be the real. It's just a different show. It's a whole
Hmm.
different thing. I keep seeing all these videos of what would happen if we fix Universal Ticket. What if we happen if we fix Girls Planet 99? I'm like, you can't fix it. It
Hmm.
was doomed to fail from the beginning. There's nothing we could have done. It is. What do they say about that Spider-Man freaking movie? It's
Oh, I know what you, yes.
it's,
What?
it's
I
a
don't know why it's
canon
called.
event.
Yes, it's a canon event.
It
Yes.
has to happen. Even though Universe B Me is super happy with Kepler, Ran and Shinwei and Bora or singing and all that stuff. But that universe, that's the only universe that happened. Every other universe, Kepler pretty much happened the same, except there's maybe no Xiao there might be Urena or something. There's only one universe where Bora got in. Only one. That's the utopian universe where everything's great. We there's only one. Anyway, back to this
Mhm.
show. Let's go back to Rand's group and review them.
Oh yeah, zigzag. The visual stage, which is a new category that they added. Apparently, they had this category Universal Ticket, but anyways, the visual stage Zigzag, and the MVP and center is Ruan. The other members Eileen, Kate, Hearts Around the World, Yuan Ke, and Wang Shengqi. Yeah, I love this stage. All the members
Were
were
picked correctly.
perfect. Yeah, like the five of them together was beautiful, beautiful
It
magic.
gave me like they invested the most into this one performance. And also they gave Rand like that AKB48 perma center dress was it was
Yeah.
very
But I like
like
that for her, and I like this stage for her too. Like it's so much better. Like this should have been her first stage, not the fox ears hard like a criminal. No.
I mean I kind of appreciate that Christmas experience. Now I'm like, what are we doing? Are we but no, this is great. And it was
Yeah.
I like what Rand has become in these
Hmm.
past 3 years.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I think I was also happy to see Ran dancing and performing with Ilene too. I feel like,
Mm,
especially when they made the heart together, it kind of like
yeah,
solidified my
solidified.
top nine.
But
I mean, they're both in the top nine, but also in my top
they
nine.
fit the
Yeah, because
concept,
yeah, they
whatever the
look good
concept is.
together too.
Yeah, it's giving. I'm glad this is it's 9 girls.
Yeah.
What if it was 7? Terrible.
I still wish it was like 10 or
11,
11, but
but
I'm okay with nine.
yeah, I feel like they're trying to make it different than produce a little bit.
Yeah.
They're trying to create its own thing. But
Yeah.
Rand was great. All the girls are great. Hearts Around the
Yeah.
World was here. She was
She was
here.
present.
She was present. She wasn't looking like
Yeah.
just like,
She was so
man,
cute.
I loved it.
Yeah.
And this song
Kate?
was giving like, oh, sorry, go ahead. Talk about it.
I was
Kate?
just gonna say Kate. Yeah, she like she's giving me, I don't know if she's Thai, but I'm gonna say that she's Thai. She's giving me like if ITZY was a Thai group, she would be in Thai ITZY.
Mm.
Because she has like the same face as Yuna, like really big eyes and like big
Oh,
features, you know what I mean? And JYP
JYP
kind
has
of,
joined the chat.
yeah, JYP has like a look
That's
that he
hype.
definitely likes with
Oh,
like
yeah.
big eyes and stuff in his groups. Like there's always someone in the group that has a certain that type
The
of look.
Kindle, the Sohi.
Yeah. It's like Kendall, yeah, it's like Sohee, it's like Yuna and
Yeah.
Chewie. Yeah, like that look, he clearly
Mhm.
has a look. So I'm just like
And they all become actors after.
if she gets recruited, it would be in JYP.
And then she'll have an amazing career, and then she'll be an amazing actress. And
Yeah. Yeah.
man, he has a type.
Yeah. She
He
fits
has
that
the
type.
type.
Just wanted to say
He
that. I like her
no.
face. I
Mm-hmm.
voted for her. I gave her a few votes last round.
Oh, you hey bend her like how I was doing in Boys Planet. We like you gave him a few extra
Yeah.
votes.
Yeah.
Then this was fun. Man,
Yeah. And Wang Shang-Chi, she was like, oh, I want to try rapping. And her rapping was actually good.
this song was giving like so keep saying it. It's giving me like Stacy energy. Like, no, was it Stacy? Who's the one that did After School?
But that's Weekly.
Yeah, it was giving me weekly. This whole show gives
I
me
mean,
weekly
Weekly has a
sometimes.
song called Zigzag too, which I loved, and then they didn't like that concept. So I was like,
And
okay,
then they switched to some weird thing. Yeah.
yeah.
Poor Bahia. She's in that company. Anyway, um, I feel bad because I kept saying no more chincha, but they're saying zigzag, chit
Wow.
chat. And
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I need to clock out.
Yes.
I need to clock out.
So between those two teams, Ain't My
Mhm.
Fault and Zigzag, the winner is Zigzag, which I think is
Yeah.
fine. It makes sense. I mean, like I said, I feel like Ain't My Fault. I feel like it was mostly Akina and Pailu who fit that concept.
Mhm.
Zigzag, I think it was the full group was cohesive, you know,
Yeah.
the full group
Yeah.
fit, so it was good.
Zigzag, chit chat. I'm over
Yeah.
here. No more chincha.
And then overall, the winning
Yeah.
team was Do You, and Zigzag was second place. They lost by 1 point.
That's weird, but okay.
Yeah, I think if it was between the two of them, I personally think Zigzag was a better stage. I mean, Do You was good. I don't really, I mean,
The dance was lacking.
yeah, for a dance performance, it was lacking. Zigzag visual, they call it visual, but it just felt like a stage one performance where it's a little bit
Yeah.
of everything, you know?
Yeah.
So it was just
It,
nice. It was just
it
nice.
was giving me Girls' Generation has won their trophy and now the encore stage.
Yeah. I kind of
I,
wish that Zigzag won too because I noticed that Do You, like the winning team, they had an ad right after, like when they announced that they won, and they were like, "Wow, these travel suitcases, Trip.com or something like that." And I'm just like,
I haven't
"Wait,
seen Moran in a
if I
little
knew
bit.
they were gonna add, yeah, I want to see Miranda's. I mean, it was nice seeing Wonka in the ad, but I want to see Miranda in an ad."
I need for her to say we have the passports and the
Yes.
suitcases and trips.
Yeah. Oh, it was nice. It was nice.
Mm-mm. All right. So who
Yeah.
got the boot?
Oh. All right, so first we can talk about the top nine. So the current top nine, which is for the elimination episode, it was Xiao Yiyu is number one. Number two is Ran. Three, Wangke. Four is Eileen. Five, Pailu. Six, Yean. Seven, Emma. Eight, Krista Shim. And nine is Eileen.
Believable.
Yeah,
I mean, it'll shift again.
it will. It will. It will. We haven't seen third elimination. Like, no,
Oh,
this isn't gonna happen yet, you know?
it either is like terribly flawed or it feels too perfect, and it's like
Yeah,
mm-mm.
exactly. If it's too flawed or too perfect.
It's like
Oh my gosh. I'm kind of scared for the third elimination, but we'll see. But I mean, the top nine has like half of my top nine, and then the other half are not there. But
yeah,
personally, I feel like as long as Wonka and Ruan are in the group,
you'll be
then
all
I'm
right.
okay with mostly anything except for one person that I actually kind of don't want in this group, but
You'll
she
keep it to
has a
yourself.
fair chance of getting in. No, I'll just say it is ranked 10. Lu Yuting, she officially owns the title of Shake and Go now with her pink wig. That pink wig. I think some of the comments are saying like, "Oh, she dyed her hair pink." I was like, "That's
Mm-mm,
not hair dye.
that's
That's a
not
wig.
given.
It's a
Yeah, that's
wig."
given Sally's.
Yes, I guess the hairstylist or someone messed up her hair, but it's wigging. It's wigging.
Dang.
But anyways, so the other rankings are so I said rank 10, Lu Yuting, 11 is Xueyao, 12 Mamsu, 13 Yuan Ke, 14 Xuanning, 15 Didi, 16 Mingming, 17 RJing, 18 Tegan, 19 Duna, 20 is Rinka, and 21 to 29, which is including the trainees who were saved. So 21 is Jasmine, 22 Liliana Lee, 23 Kate, 24 Jaoying, 25, Wang Shengqi. 26 is Lissa. And the saved trainees, 27 is Praew, which she saved herself, actually,
Yeah.
because she won the TikTok. I think it was like whoever has the most views or something like that. She won. So
Mhm.
since she was in the elimination, since she was an eliminated trainee, she gets saved instead of getting to save someone else.
Got it.
Um, 28 is Acare. I forgot who saved her. And then 29, Ninnint, who was saved for the second time by Pailu.
Just gonna keep saving her girl.
Yes, that's why, honestly, if Ninnint makes it to the final lineup,
Now.
I would not even be mad. Like, just Planet Pass her into the group. And I said it on Twitter, just Planet Pass. Like, if they add a 10th member and Pailu was like, and they were like, okay, rank, just draw a name out of a hat. And it's Pailu, and she's like, you get to choose one member to debut in this group. I choose my girl. I wouldn't even be mad.
The 10th member.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hmm. I'm not
So,
mad at it.
yeah. I mean, Ren is still here and she's high. Rinka dropped if you have any comments on that.
She's making it real. Look, concept challenge is a big feat, and if she makes it to the finale, I'm gonna be happy with that.
Yeah.
I think all of this is just good training.
Yeah. It's good experience. And I think they are getting paid too because they're doing a
Oh,
whole
great
bunch of ads. So
ads,
it's
and
good.
as Ryan said, we got trips and suitcases.
Exactly. Yep. So the eliminated trainees are Coco, Cha-Cha, Yui, Ansang, Akina, Ray, Panda, Vita, Mao Shuling, and Zhang Shangyi.
Well, sorry.
Um, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I wish that Ansang made it further because
Yeah.
I did like both of the stages that she was on. She was really great. And
Hmm.
I never gave her a vote, but she's just one of those girls that I never voted for
I
you,
see
but
you.
yes,
Yeah.
I see you every time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously I'm sad Akina's gone, but it's okay. I supported her career before the show, during the
We'll
show,
support it
so I'll be
after.
supporting her after. Yeah.
It wasn't meant to be
Yeah, which
for this
that's
one.
okay. I'm just glad that she made it this far because I thought she would be eliminated first round at first.
I
So,
didn't think that would be the case.
well, it's okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that's the show so far.
Yep.
And I have to add one more thing that
What's the
Lu
tea?
Yuting is getting a lot of hate comments because there's a lot of people who are like, who's even voting for you? You have ghost
Ooh,
followers on Weibo and
uh,
you're just paying for followers and you're paying for yogurts. I mean, we
but I
say yogurts,
mean,
but it's
that's
not.
how girlfriend got in. That's how what's that girl got in from Bon Bon?
Which one?
The one that no one wanted. But
Well,
she was
she actually has votes and real fans.
oh
That's the
really? I
difference.
thought her
This one,
company paid her way.
it was a mix of both, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah, which I think people are
payola.
okay when it's a mix of both, you know what I mean? Like,
I see.
but I think the thing that confuses people about this girl is that people are like, who's your fan base? Who's voting for you? You know?
Fair.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
interesting. And she was kind of giving me some off vibes. This is literally just me just speculating, but her vibes were a little bit off in that elimination episode because every girl, when they announced their names saying, oh, you survived, everyone had someone running to them, hugging them, screaming, cheering. She had no one. And then her speech was a little bit weird too. So I'm like, what's going on? I wonder what's going on. Like, do these girls even like her? Because the behind the scenes of the dance practice, it seemed like no one was vibing with her. And now this
Yikes.
episode, no one's really vibing with her. Like, I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's
Yikes.
awkward. Yeah, it
Well,
is. It is.
mm,
It is. Yikes.
tough.
Yeah.
Oh, good luck.
Yep. Yep.
Mm, well, that's all I have. Do you have anything else to say?
No, I think that's all. Besides that, the next episode for the third challenge, it seems like they're covering songs again and they have
Oh,
guests again. They're not doing original songs.
oh, well, I
Yeah.
guess it's very much Sister Who Make Waves.
Yeah, but I'm okay with that. I
It's
hope in the
fine.
finale we at least
They
get to
have,
see some
it's,
original
yeah,
songs.
yeah. Maybe they're saving the budget for that.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, it's okay. We're having fun.
Yeah, yeah. But I think
Well,
that's all pretty much.
Yeah, this was a fun episode.
Yeah,
Sorry we made you guys wait, but I hope
yeah,
that the wait was worth it.
yeah.
I got a long episode from us today. Sorry. But nevertheless, goodness, I'm getting all these alerts. I apologize. I'm popular. Nevertheless, let us know in the comments section what was your favorite performance, your least favorite performance, and were you shocked by the eliminations? Let us know. But until then, we will talk to you next time. Um, we're out. Summer dream, summer dream. Bye, guys.
Bye.